Alright, hello. I wanted to record a quick video to go over some stuff with cam switching, which will make sense in a little bit. So basically, in some hacks, there's custom code where you by default have the camera from Super Monkey Ball 2, but if you press Z, you can swap to the cam from SMB1, which has a few differences. Namely, it's lower to the ground and it can't point directly down. But what's important in terms of speedrunning or ILing, how that goes, is that it turns faster. And you can swap during the level. And you can actually feel the difference. Say if you hold down left or down right and just kind of walk in a circle. And you can even see it. You go in much tighter circles in the SMB1 cam versus the SMB2 cam. And if you know how these different turning rates work, it can actually give you really, really slight advantages. So I opened this stage because it's very simple. You can get a 0.93 on this level, like pretty much every single time. And I'm just using the regular SMB2 cam to boost, just do that, go in the goal. And so it's interesting, you can start the level in the SMB1 cam, and if I play the whole level like that, I actually get a frame worse, right? Because the camera, it turns faster, so when you're holding diagonals, it kind of like moves you away from where you want to go faster than in the SMB2 cam, where it turns slower, so you can hold the strengthened diagonals for longer and get better acceleration. But if I start the level in the SMB1 cam, after I do the initial boost, I swap to the SMB2 cam, I can get a 95. So what's happening here, if I kind of deconstruct this, so when you start the level, you want to go forward in this case, right? So you want to start with a boost, so start holding up left, but holding up left doesn't take you where you want to go, it's the up right after that initial boost that actually takes you in the direction you want to go. So by starting the level in the faster turning SMB1 cam, you can get the camera more quickly oriented such that up right actually takes you where you want to go. So then after you do that initial boost, swap back to SMB2 and hold up right. And well, I didn't actually save the frame that time. But if you do that properly, I don't think this will save the frame either. Oh, it did, okay. Then it can be really slightly faster. It's obviously, you can see here, really, really slight, but this can matter for very frame-tight ILs. And to clear up some confusion that some people have about this as well, is that this isn't the type of thing where you can just do this anywhere and it always saves a frame. This is specifically in times where you want to go forward, or a lot of times going backwards it helps as well. Basically, if the initial boost doesn't take you where you want to go, a lot of times that can be helpful. So an alternate example of this, if I go to this stage right here, it's not as simple, so I won't get the same times every time. But if you look at this stage, if you want to think about how you do this fast, you start by going up and to the left over here, right? So I do this up left boost, and it's kind of already taking me where I want to go. So I can play this level like a few times. Just completely standard, only SMB2 cam all the way through. Get a few times here. It makes sense, Whoops. Maybe, go one more. Yeah, so you can get stuff like that. I can try to do some sort of cam boosting type thing, but it's not going to be helpful. I'll probably actually get slightly worse times here. Since this kind of goes back to the case in which SMB1 cam was losing time, where I'm holding the direction I want to go, but since the SMB1 cam turns faster, I start going in a direction I don't actually want to go during the boost, if that makes sense. See? I can swap back to SMB2 cam. And I got that time with the starting an SMB1 cam. Something you can note as well, you can always start the level in whatever cam you choose by holding Z into the level. So say if I retry with the SMB2 cam, I hold Z on the load in, immediately spawn in with SMB1 cam. The opposite can be true as well. I can hold Z on the spawn in if I retried with SMB1 cam to swap to SMB2 cam.